up the drop as the daylight fell, and another long run and I wore it well. Big digger gone, chains laid back down, just me and the truck rolling out of town. Mud on my boots, diesel on my shirt, hands still carrying the weight of the work. Then I turned around and there on the deck was a little Tonka digger I'll never forget. My young boy smiled when he handed it to me, like he knew that toy meant more than I could see. Said, "Dad, your float looks empty on the way back home. Thought this little digger shouldn't ride alone." And I laughed for a second, then I felt it hit, how a little kid's heart can make a hard man quit. Quit worrying about miles, quit carrying a grind, cause that tiny yellow toy brought me right back in line. So I rolled on home with a Tonka on the float and a lump in my throat that I try not to show. After hauling big iron and chasing long days, that little toy load cut through all the haze. Yeah, the world sees steel dust, diesel and grime, but my son saw his dad and made my night shine. Of all the loads I've ever pulled home bigger, none hit my heart like the Tonka digger. I've carried machines with a hell of a lot, seen sunrise starts on every cold truck stop, spent too many hours with one hand on the wheel, trying to make a living in a world made of steel. And sometimes I wonder what my young fella sees when I'm chasing the work and I'm down on my knees. But that little Tonka said it plain and clear to me, "Dad, what you do matters right here." There was nothing fancy, no big grand speech, just a little plastic digger from a little boy's reach. But it sat on that float like a badge of pride, like he was riding home with his old man beside. And every bump in the road, every hum of the tires felt softer somehow than the usual wires. Cause that toy on the deck wasn't just for play, it was love in a form only kids can't say. So I rolled on home with a Tonka on the float and a lump in my throat that I try not to show. After hauling big iron and chasing long days, that little toy load cut through all the haze. Yeah, the world sees steel dust, diesel and grime, but my son saw his dad and made my night shine. Of all the loads I've ever pulled home bigger, none hit my heart like the Tonka digger. One day he'll grow and he might not know how much that ride home meant on that road, but I'll always remember that end of daylight and that little yellow toy on the float that night. No permits, no pilot, no pressure, no race, just a father heading home with tears on his face. Not from sadness, not me, from love that got bigger than any big machine from the Tonka digger. Yeah, I rode on home with a Tonka on the float and a full heart sitting where the hard days go. After all the big loads and the long miles driven, that little toy felt like a piece of heaven. Yeah, the world sees steel dust, diesel and grime, but my son saw his dad and made my night shining. Of all the loads I've ever pulled home bigger, none hit my heart like the Tonka digger. Yeah, none hit my heart like that Tonka digger.